You know what, girl? I'm just saying, it's always a good filter. And
I'm
y'all,
trying to find it.
but you don't need one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Micah.
So today is my last day of Pop Your Shit for season one. Hey, um, ma'am. So I read a book.
You read a book, yeah.
I did. I read Gliding into His Arms. You did that.
Thank you.
You did that. That is so sweet.
They
That man,
are.
listen, that man was so sweet. He was like, I'm not going nowhere. I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you've been through, but I'm not going nowhere. Listen, when a man stands up and say, I got you through all the
Yeah.
foolishness, 'cause I know your ex's foolishness and mayhem. You did that.
I will say my fiance was that. Like, it wasn't that quick, of course, because we're not in a romance novel. But he met me. He understood exactly what I came with, which was two children, both under the age of 4. And he was like, let's build the foundation of us first. And then I know I love you and I know I want to be with you. So let me build that foundation with your children because I plan on being a part of their lives because I know that's what it comes with. So he stood 10 toes down behind me. If I needed help with my rent, if I needed help with bills, he was right there behind from day one.
Oh, but that's hard to find, though.
It is. I mean, I was 25 when I met him,
Hmm.
and I had my fair share of not. Sorry, I call Austin my tortilla man, and they always make fun of me. But it was really hard, and then it was also hard for me to be the hyper independent woman that I had to be to
Hmm.
step into a role of trusting a man once again with my life, and then also my children's lives.
So you wrote a love story. This is your love story.
This is my love story in a roundabout way. Like
I like
I
it.
wanted to write my story first
Oh,
because even with Sage and her wanting to open a early childhood daycare for children with autism, that was once my dream. Because growing up with kids in my life, because I went to a school where we had people on the spectrum
mm-hmm,
of all sorts integrated into our classrooms. And I
mm-hmm,
remember in 4th grade, one of them passed,
mm-hmm.
and it kind of like stuck with me. So I've always had a soft spot.
Wow, I love it. I love it. That was such a sweet story. Such a sweet story. And she almost lost him, but she got him. She was like, let me go solidify this. Cause
Let me
I
tighten up.
know I'm being foolish. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Such a sweet story. I cannot wait to get into her brother's story.
He
I'm
sweet
nervous about
too.
that one though.
He's sweet too. I mean, I have a soft spot for Darius.
Hmm.
He is the book bay
Hmm.
because he's intentional in every move. Once again, a sweet man, but he has to step it up a little bit harder in this in my rhythm.
Oh.
Make him do a little bit more.
Oh. And so wait, so you got two books under your belt, and
Yeah,
you started out as a book talker.
I did.
So what
Um,
made you decide to jump in?
so for book talk, I was approaching my 30th birthday, and I felt like I hadn't accomplished anything that was for me. I had my kids, I had my boyfriend, but what was I feeding myself? And I was like, I scroll through TikTok every day. Why can't I do it? Why can't I tell people the books that I love? So once it kind of went from there, I was like, I spend 8 hours a day reading because I'm home alone. My kids are in school. My boyfriend sleeps during the day, or my fiance now sleeps during the day. And I've always written. I've written since I was 12, and I never published anything. Then I got onto the days of Wattpad, and I wrote on Wattpad for a few years. And then I was like, this year I'm going to do it before my 31st birthday. Even if I don't put anything out there, I want to write a book and have it done and be something I accomplish just for myself.
So when you got your cover you got your first book, when you saw it in print, you have the physical book, the title was right there. You picked the cover, you picked the visuals. What was that like?
So I remember going to go get my proof from my mailbox. Mind you, I live in an apartment complex. So as soon as I got the message, hey, your package has been delivered to my mailbox, I literally cried from my apartment all the way to the mailbox, which is it's a good little bit. And I sat there, and even when I was doing the reveal on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
I was sobbing. And I'm not like a crier on camera because I think that's embarrassing unless it's absolutely necessary. I always think of Crunchy Wig when I think of people crying on camera when it comes to books. But I felt accomplished. I felt like I done something,
Right.
and it was honestly like soul fulfilling for me because I done a lot of stuff like even prior to meeting my fiance of just surviving. It's always been survival mode, and then this was for me, and I felt really good about that.
I love that you just took a gamble on yourself. And the gamble turned out to be a beautiful
Yes.
result. Um, how does your fiance feel about your books? Has he read it? Does he know that Mari is him?
He does know that Mari is him because I talk about when people will be like, "Hey, he's a good man," and I'm like, "That is my man." And I told him that, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad you wrote about me." And so he has not read. He's read a little bit, but that's not his genre. He's a huge thriller horror fan.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to read my newest release because it's only 6 chapters and he can get through that really quickly. But he was honored. He's like, I usually people don't want to write about their everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I did, but I dramatized it, of course, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a crazy ass mama like Gemma. Um, so I just wanted a piece of him in my work. And even in Darius, there's pieces of him in there because he's a good man. And there's nothing like writing a good man that people will love.
Right, right, right. Um, with book three coming fast, what have you learned about yourself?
What has been solidified is I am a perfectionist when it comes to putting out stuff. Because just to get Beneath His Stetson, I was working on it and I went through probably 7 storylines before
Mm-hmm.
I got to this because I had an idea in my head and I really, really wanted to get it out. But I also wanted my next book to be an insta love because I do slow burns. So I was trying to challenge myself, but I couldn't get the idea that I wanted into a insta love. So I was like, let me just pause it, not frustrate myself. I'll put that in someone else's love story. Maybe they'll speak to me again. And then I wrote something nasty and short and moved on. But I realized I can't be a perfectionist in the sense that I stress myself out.
Right,
Because the moment I stress myself out, I'm not going to want to do this anymore. And
right.
this is an outlet for me now.
And I mean it's a way to get your creative juices going. It's cathartic. It's therapy on pages.
Yes.
Is that what it is for you? You know, just
It truly
therapy.
is because there's times like over this last week, I was like, I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to write any. That was a bold faced lie. I definitely was feeling, because I suffer from manic depression. So it was a way for me to get out the emotions without lashing out and getting upset and overthinking. I was like, even if I write it, even if I scrap it, it's something that helped me through this moment. So if I need to write, I go ahead and just go ahead, do it.
But do you feel like you've stepped into your destiny?
Yes, for the first time ever, I feel like I don't have to be something I'm not.
Sure.
Because I am a yapper. Everyone knows that. If you come in contact with me, I love to speak. But being around other people can be hard for me. I'm an introverted extrovert. Um, So here, it's me, my computer. I get it out, and then I can put myself and my energy out into the world without having to constantly exhaust myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can just focus on one thing and not have to worry about a boss telling me what to do. I can work my own hours whenever I want to, and I get paid pretty good. I mean, it's not doing numbers just yet, but yet. I'm still new to this game.
Exactly.
I'm still learning.
Exactly. Oh, look at that little cowboy. What's the best advice you've received thus far?
The best advice: to breathe,
Mm.
to believe in yourself. Honestly, I'm not trying to toot your horn here, but the day that you spoke life into me about not talking down upon myself, or not down upon myself, but kind of second guess, or seeming like I was second guessing myself,
Hmm.
because due to you, I applied for huge book events. Even though I'm still new, I still put myself out there, even if it's a not yet. And before I wouldn't have. I'm like, oh, I'll do it in a couple of years when I have a couple books under my belt. You really put a fire under my ass to step outside of my box and try.
By the time that book event come around, you'll probably have 6 or 7 books.
Exactly. So, like, at this point, I have to. And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I had to.
People. Come on, drop them gems. Drop them gems. Cause like what?
I
Did you
mean, if
not
you don't,
did
you
y'all not
can't be
catch it?
mad. You can't say didn't get accepted somewhere when you didn't try.
Exactly. And then it may not be your time to be at that particular event. But there is an event for you.
Exactly.
Um Sometimes no is hard for right now, but you have to think of it in terms of longevity. You know what I'm saying? Just because everybody, it's a whole lot of great writers out here.
Exactly. And even like I applied for Black Romance Fest, and like a lot of us, we got declined. But when I did it, I knew the chances were slim to none, just because I am so new, and I only have at this point 2 books under my belt. But I was like, you know what? Who knows? And it's a not yet. But now they know my name. They've seen it. They know who I am. If they didn't before, they know that I'm
Okay.
interested. So I'm gonna continue to do so and put myself out there. And now I tell everyone, hey, I write books. Hey, I have a QR code I carry with me. I just got those out of print little book keychains for my book boxes. I carry that around, and when people ask, I was in Kansas City this weekend, and they're like, "Oh, what's that cute little thing?" I said, "Oh, that's my book that I wrote." So that was a talking point. So now I'm putting myself out there more and giving myself to the public.
Have you settled into the role of author?
Yes. Even though Milo likes to make fun of me and say I don't have a job. But I am. I'm an author. I'm a published author. People know my name. So, yeah, that is a part of who I am.
I love that. I love that. Kids, it'd be your own kids though. It'd be
He's
your
like,
own kids
he's
because
like,
he don't understand yet. It's
we were
coming.
at a school event, and he said to his teacher, "Oh, my mom doesn't have a job." I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't have a conventional job. I don't have a 9 to 5, but I have a job." I was like, "You get paid, or you get benefits of my pay from this job that I have, so I have a job."
Yep. Yep. It just forced me to stay home and I make my own schedule.
Exactly.
And while you're sleeping, mom could be working.
Exactly.
So I love that for you. Um, how important is it for you to have a voice in this space?
Really important. I'm trying to figure out how to say what needs to be said in this space, because I am still new to it. I mean, I've only been on Book Talk almost a year at this point, because I started last August at the end of it. But there's someone who wants to hear what I have to say. Even if they don't like it, sometimes things need to be said. So I'm trying to balance that, and then hearing other people's responses to situations that happen in our bookish space have helped me a ton. Feeling confident, feeling like I can write some things that I've been apprehensive to write just because I didn't feel comfortable. But so even if I don't say it, someone else says it and it resonates.
Right. Right. Um, what's your favorite part of the writing process?
It is meeting the new characters I'm going to write. Even if I
Okay.
don't write them in that moment, because I outline a lot. Because I am a bit of a perfectionist and I'm also a mood writer. I'm not like a mood reader, I'm a mood writer. So sometimes I want to write, I'm about to bash out your windows in your car. But then that could switch. So I definitely outline. So meeting these new people, bringing them to life, and then setting visuals to meet what they look like when I outline them is my favorite part.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then if anyone knows me, the wholesome Christian that I am, the hunchin is my favorite part to actually write. But when it comes to the writing process, is meeting
Not
the
a
character.
wholesome Christian. You between you. Now, I'm not going to say you, Latoya Nicole, and that's my girl. But, baby, I don't know about wholesome. Now, you might be a Christian.
That is the easiest part that comes to me is the connection between the characters and putting it on page.
Right, right. Um, what is your proudest part? What is your proudest uh, moment in your author journey?
Seeing feedback, even if it's not the best in my opinion, even if I don't agree with it sometimes, seeing the reviews and figuring out how I can grow as an author is
Oh,
my
she was
favorite.
really
It
fun.
is an integral part because I might read a review and in my mind, hey, that doesn't make sense. But if they said, hey, this could have been better, your pacing could have been better, I will at least put it in my mind, even if I don't 1,000% agree with it, and then I can like, okay, yeah, I do see where that could have been paced better or worded better, where it was a little bit more clear. So I've been trying to make sure I'm listening to feedback, even if I don't agree with it, just to improve who I am because I am still a baby author.
Right, right. Um, you consider yourself a baby author because once you got two books out, you're not a baby author no more.
I mean, if I'm
To
comparing myself
me,
to have been 3, 4, 5 years, I am because I've put books out, yes, but I'm still learning every single day. Um, I still talk to other authors. I'm like, hey, does this sound right? Like, because I am still learning, even though I've been writing forever, and but putting it out into the world is a whole different story. But
okay,
author, ma'am, I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
but you're doing it. That's the thing. You keep saying I'm doing my best, but you're doing it.
I am.
You're
I
making it
mean,
happen.
I am. Well, I mean, in the sense of like, I'm doing everything I know how to do.
Right.
I can only grow from here. Like my first book, it will not be my best work when it comes to my journey,
Mm-hmm.
but I did it. I loved it. It was done for me. It was everything I wanted. So it's done, but I can only grow from here. So
Right.
at this point, I'm doing my best. I've done it, but I can always go better.
And
And
you
that's what I
will.
say.
And that's the thing. That's what I want people to know. Just because you put out your first work does not mean it's going to be perfect. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's just not. But don't let that stop you. Now, I'm not an author, so I don't know. Now, I dabble right now. I'm dabbling. But I also know that anything that you do, you put it out there, you're not gonna always, it's not gonna always be here. It might be here, it might be here, or it might be here, but you're still not here.
Yeah. Well, it's like even when I was looking at reviews and I was like, the negative was, I was like, damn, this is my first book. Give me a minute. Like,
Right,
give me a
right.
second. But at the end of the day, when it comes to readers, readers want what they want and they have a certain criteria, and that's okay. They expect certain things from certain people or certain books or whatever the case may be, and they're entitled to that.
True.
And I have to
But
leave it
once
at
you
that.
put it out there, it's above you. It's done.
Exactly. I stopped looking at reviews. I look the first couple of days just to kind of see how it's doing, and after that, it's not my business.
Now, one thing that Tasha says, she says, at we're our own worst critics. Do you feel like you're your own worst critic?
Oh, absolutely. Because I'll write something, I'm like, why would you even write that? And then I have to pause. I had to learn how to stop trashing. I have to pause and move on. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I wrote this entire chapter. I don't like two things about it. Let me just get rid of all of it.
Right.
I'm like, that's pointless. I can rework what I don't like or just take it out.
Are you ever shocked about what you write?
Yes. Sometimes I would go back and I'm like, damn, that was good. I ate that up. And I'm like, but it's in the moment, because sometimes I'm just free writing. I'll outline and then I'll just go and like I'll do mini writing sprints with myself. So I'll just go and then I'll read it back and I'm like, damn, you had that in you? Especially when it comes to them hunching, I'm like, I ain't freaky like that in real life, but they doing it in the book.
Right, that part. So you are considered contemporary, correct?
Yes.
What genre what other genres do you want to expand in? What other genres do you want to write in?
So my next release is going to be an erotica. So that's what I'm stepping in, because Beneath His Stetson is 6 chapters, start to finish. That is all is in there. Is they are. So there's a little plot. There's a little twist in it. I also want to step into paranormal.
I'm sorry. It's somebody at the door. Can you just?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. It's Cookie. I expect nothing less. And Skittles. Thank you, son. I guess I'll entertain everyone. How's everyone doing today? What are we reading?
I'm sorry. That's UPS.
Love you, son. No, you are fine. I expect nothing less from Skittles when it comes to
God.
yours.
And he like jumping at the door like he gonna go outside and do something.
We can do bite
He's
some
the
ankles.
scariest dog.
He gonna bite some ankles. That's all he gonna do.
Okay, go back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. You want me to ask another question, or we finished that one? Because girl, they
as far as stepping into other genres, that's what I was trying to remember what the question.
You said paranormal.
So I want to do paranormal, and then there's I don't feel like it's untapped, but there's like the Omega verse genre. I really want to start writing in that and seeing, because it's a mix between plot and hunching. You know, I love a good hunch. So I want to try a little bit of everything. Right now, I'm also working on a horror story for Austin. He challenged me. He said, hey, I mean, I see the reviews you're getting. I've read some of your work. He reads the hunchin'. He is like, do a horror. So I am working on a horror for him. Even if it's never published or anything like that, it's something that he can read.
Well, why wouldn't you publish it? Because, I mean, why put yourself in?
I'm going to see how he likes it, because it's something I haven't dabbled in. Right. I've never wrote horror or anything like that. I've written thrillers, but like the full scary Stephen King horror-esque, not something I've done, but I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a new release. It's a new avenue that I haven't written in before.
What about poly or those kind of relationships, or open relationships? What about the little taboo subject?
I have a poly in the bank. I was actually going to write it before in my rhythm. But I was like, well, I plan on it being a longer poly book. And it's going to be the non-conventional. It's not going to be contemporary, because most time why I chooses are contemporary. But no, these going to be some thugs, and they going to be some sword crossing.
Cassie.
There's there's gonna be three men's.
Cassie.
So there's two of them are gonna sword cross. I haven't decided on the third one or not. But two of them are for sure gonna sword cross.
Yeah, I got a whole piece of green in my mouth. Sorry.
Because I was playing with it, and I was like, I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, I've heard readers talk about how they don't want that. At this point, I had to also learn I can't write everything for readers. I can't
That part right there.
realize, or like, I get it. If they're like, hey, don't write this like terrible topic, of course, stay away from it. However, visuals, topics, I had to learn I can't write for what the readers want all the time. I will.
But somebody, just because that particular reader may not want it, don't mean you cannot expand your base and have.
Yeah.
So what about dark? You thinking about doing anything dark?
So Darrell challenged me to write a dark cowboy.
Because that's what I want.
And I'm trying to think of a way where it's not like too, because there's a line for me. And I've read the palm colored dark romance. And some of that's a little too much for me. I don't need you to bite my lip and shove my head into a shark full of water or ocean full of sharks. Like, I don't need that. But I'm dabbling. Actually, what I was writing before I popped up in here is morally gray.
Okay.
She gonna show up somewhere and he's just gonna light her. And he's just gonna keep the charade going. So, and it might be a bit of a retelling as well. So we'll see.
What's going on in your head, ma'am?
You know, at this point, I'm just trying to find something that really resonates. I want to find my voice, even if it's tons of voices. I want to see where I want to challenge myself rather. Because if I write contemporary, which I love a man that's also soft and loves you write. And I also am writing what I know. So I do want to write an urban romance, but that's not the life that I grew up in. I live in a predominantly white area. So I'm going to have to step outside of my box for that. But it's going to happen. I technically have one already written. I just need to edit it and go through it and put some stuff together. But
Listen, I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the sword plan. I'm here for the urban. I'm not here for the horror. That's where I draw the line. But okay, everybody don't like everything.
Exactly.
But I'm here for everything else. I'm here for that erotica. I'm here for whatever it is that you put out that I can withstand. Because again, everybody has whatever their boundaries are. Some people don't have any boundaries. I can't do horror. It just does not bode well with me.
Exactly.
But I'm here for all the rest of it.
I feel good that there's genres that I will read. They're not my favorite, but I'll read them. But I also don't critique them because I know I'm not
exactly. And that's why if I do read like something that is just not my judge, I'm never going to critique it in such a way. Or if I do a review on it, it would be a review of really plot. Mm-hmm. Is it timelines matching? That type of thing. You know, if there are any holes I didn't understand here, and how did you get here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need things explained. So as long as the story is good, I don't give out bad reviews. But even if I if I read it and I felt like it just wasn't up to par, I'm going to email, DM, text the author and say, hey, X, Y, and Z, I read this. Even though this is not my genre and I'm not going to do a public review, this is how I felt about it. Not so much how I felt about it, but this is where I saw that areas in which I saw that could use work. Exactly. I felt like the character wasn't developed enough, or I felt like this scene might have been not enough, or this was too much fluff. Those are the type of critiques I send. I
Yes.
don't send critiques like, girl, I didn't like it because I don't even like this type of book. So I'm going to give it a 2. That's not what Nicole does.
And I mean, I don't do that either. I, as a reader and an author, because I still read occasionally. I read this weekend. I look at it from, hey, I do see my reading when it comes to like beta reading, arc reading from a different lens now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, this, and this didn't match up, but it is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do it in a way that's more professional now. Like, hey, I'm also your friend, but this could be improved. And I expect the same when they read for me. I don't want our friendship to be like, oh, well, this was great and it wasn't. Because I'm putting this out to the world. So if this didn't make sense, I need you to tell me immediately.
Exactly.
Don't let me be embarrassed out here.
Listen and tell me and be real. Don't titter. Just say, hey, this is XYZ.
Hey, girl, that didn't match up. Okay, I can fix that because I had a beta reader. She was like, oh, this is for my newest. She was like, oh, this is really good, but this part here was confusing. And all it took me was 2 more sentences to unconfuse it.
That's it.
And that's all it can take sometimes. Or I had a friend, she changed a name through the book. And I was like, hey, is this person and this person the same? And she's like, well, yeah, if you read a little bit further. And I'm like, yeah, I read it, but I can see how it could be confusing to the readers.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes people, the moment you take them out of a moment, you lost a star.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, maybe we need to look at it in a different way.
Exactly. Whether you might need to take out something, rearrange something, or add something. It always can be fixed.
Exactly.
Question. Based on the political climate, something that I ask all authors, um, are you in fear of the state of Black literature? Do you feel like your voice is going to be censored, or you're going to have to pivot and figure out how to create in the parameters that are being given to us?
Yeah, because there was a topic that was happening. I won't mention the creator's name, and this was before I was writing. It was when it came to not having smut on page anymore, that just fade to black.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge campaign towards that. And it was just like, once that happens, once that's approved into it, there are so many other avenues and doors that are going to be open that affect so many people's life. I get it. You don't want to read that, and that is your prerogative. You've changed your life. That's fine. But last week you were reading it, 2 weeks ago. So just because you've had a change of heart does not mean you should destroy an entire group of people's lifestyle and income. Because I get it. There's stuff that I don't like anymore, that I don't agree with anymore. But it's not harming me, therefore I mind my business. And I feel like, as a whole, that should just be our motto. Because there's a lot of stuff that I am as a person. I have mental health issues. I'm in the alphabet mafia. I am a biracial woman. I was once a single mom. There are lots of things that people vote against or try to get out that affect me, affect my children. So a lot of people will draw a line, and it has to be a hard line for them. And it's not that. You don't want to read smut anymore? Cool, baby.
Then don't read it.
Don't read it. That's
Don't
fine.
read it. All you have to do is find something else to read.
Exactly. And it's just that simple. And a lot of people want to be like, well, since I don't want it, no one can have it. And that's just insane to me.
Selfish. Purely selfish.
Like, you went from, okay, so I need you to get rid of all your books. I need you to get rid of all of your content that you're making money off of in the internet, because if you no longer support it, then do a whole clean sweep. You're not going to do that? Okay.
That's like people saying, I don't like corn. You know what corn is? Corn with a P. I'm talking about for those in the chat or looking behind the paywalls. That's saying, okay, I don't like that, and if I get rid of it, then nobody will do it. They're still going to do it.
That's the same thing as when men shout it. They're like, "Oh, I hate easy women." Da 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 da. Like you over here paying for subscriptions, you doing this, that, and the third. And like my mama always told me, if no one's buying it, there would not be a market for it. So that
That
there's
part.
always a market. I mean, I'd be watching videos of people like, "Oh, I sold the dust off my floor and put it in a bag to a man." So let's be very real. The people who are shouting the loudest about get rid of this or women should be this and or that are the ones that are lining up for the women to not be acting like that behind closed doors.
Right.
Or the people or whoever the case may be is involved.
Right.
It's
I'm
always the
just
people who are
saying,
yelling the
just because
loudest.
you think you got rid of it, the lawfully, the ones that can do it lawfully, and you trying to make it against the law, don't mean that's not going to be done. They're just going to sneak and do it.
Exactly.
People are still going
What
to
was
have
prohibition about?
people. Yeah, but they're still going to have abortions. They may
Exactly. It's going to be
kill themselves
unsafe.
trying to do it, but I
And the
don't
thing is,
know.
it's always going to be an unsafe way when it's not
Exactly.
regulated, where it's not looked at in a safe manner. Like my mom said, there'll always be some abortions. Always. Are they going to be the safest way? No.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are going to get hurt, and then they're just going to blame it. Well, you shouldn't have done this because it
Well,
was
guess
illegal.
what? You should have
And
made
that's
it
not how
legal, and
life
I could have
works.
went to a doctor that could have handled this. They want to police everything. They want you to be a robot. We are not robots.
Hell, I live in Missouri, and we voted as a people to bring back women's rights. Our Senate said, yeah, that was nice. We're not going to do it. And now they're making us vote on it again.
For y'all to bring to say we want it.
But the thing is, if we vote on it this time, it gets rid of a lot of things that we voted against. So a lot of people make sure you pay attention to your legislator and your bills and what's going on with that because they like to hide things within other bills and shit like that. So make sure you do your reading because reading is what? Fundamental.
Woo! Okay. Well, with that, um, is it your goal to become traditionally published?
With the climate that I'm seeing what's happening in the world when it comes to black traditionally published people, no, not right now. And I'm not saying there's not avenues and publishers who are doing the damn thing. But I keep seeing authors who keep posting it, putting out their work, and their books are just being shut down and they're not being put into stores. They're not being promoted the way they should be. Like the best one if I ever had to sign to anyone that's traditionally published, I would say Black Odyssey would be the way that I would go. Because I have a friend who just signed to them and they're doing great things with her. I know her work is going to be pushed, but some of the bigger ones, I can't say that I will.
Wow. I mean, to me, what does that say about society? It doesn't say it about you as an author because, of course, everybody wants to be on. Well, I'm not going to say everybody, but most people want to be on shelves, want to be in online and book events and have a big push behind them. But what does that say about society? The society that we once lived in, that we claimed was free, that we once said was what we wanted. This was the American dream. You're shitting on the American dream,
I
and
mean,
we're okay with
ideally,
that.
if it was the way it should be, I should be pushed or properly. I should get the backing that I need to. If everything was supposed to be the way it was, absolutely. Why the hell wouldn't I want to be on the shelves? But I just see black authors time and time again not being put into stores. Like Church Girl when it was released. I was gonna go buy it from my local Walmart to support. I was excited. I looked. I looked and looked and looked, couldn't find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna have to go buy it online somewhere else and hope that I can get it. Like I want to be able to walk into my Walmart, walk into my Books a Million, and find us on the shelves at the time that we're supposed to be there.
Right,
I don't want them to have to beg for something that they were promised.
right.
That makes my ass itch like no other.
Ooh.
So until that is going to be a thing,
Right.
I'm going to stay indie.
Do you like the control that you have being independent, or do you just prefer that, okay, I know that I can do what I want? I mean, as far as control, you have the control, but I know I can do what I want. And if they can do it, I can do it too. I can make the money that they're saying that I can't make.
Um, like I said, I'm still new to this, so I'm still figuring out all of it. If I, there are publishers that if I ever wanted to head towards and to work for or work with, I have those in my head. But right now, I'm still trying to figure out everything, and I like having control. I like being able to say, "Hey, I want to take 2 months off, and I don't need to put out a book in this point, or I can write what I want." Um,
No deadlines.
no deadline, because sometimes I'm the type of person I just know, like, I gave myself a deadline, and I'm like, no, that's not going to work for me. And that I gave it to myself. Like, how am I going to tell somebody else, hey, no? So right now, I'm trying to figure out all of that. But I'm not going to say I would never sign to a publisher because I can't predict the future. But right now, I enjoy being able to write what I want when I want, how I want it.
Um, what in your Kindle?
Mm-hmm.
I know because I'm asking this because I know you're an avid reader. In your Kindle, who's in your Kindle right now? What three to five authors are in your Kindle right now?
So, the way the life is set up right now, since I started writing, I I don't read. I don't read while I'm actively writing, and I have been writing these books back to back. So I'm currently reading Sun's arc
Okay.
that she did. I'm reading Nietzsche Antoinette's arc right now. I did read um, Aria Days' resort book. So I am reading things, but they have to be short. Um, though I can read fast, I don't want to put what I'm reading into my work. Uh, or I don't want to be like, oh, I saw you reading this book and it's kind of like my book. I don't even want that even in the same sentence. But I have not been reading because by this point in the year, I would have read like 300 books. I'm not there. I've maybe read 100 this year.
Girl, that's still more than most people.
I know. But last year, when I was only reading, I read like 530 books.
Oh, girl.
So when I say I'm not reading anything, that's what it feels like to me. So I will say, though, despite me not reading, I will, when there's a new release out, put it on my Alexa, even at a low volume, just to make sure that my favorite authors are getting their page reads. So that's Maya, that's Kimberly Brown, I got Cami, I have Mel Dow, I have Charity Shanae, I have so many authors that I love. Cold doesn't write in a genre that I enjoy because I'm not like a huge street lit fan. But he's gonna get my page reads. He's gonna get my support because he shows up and shows out for me. And so I do that, especially since I'm not reading. I want to make sure people start getting what I would have given them when I was a reader.
And see, I love that. I love the support. I love you still support whether you read it or not. Let me just put this on my Alexa and let it go so
Yeah.
they can get their page reads. I love that. I
Even
love
if
it. I
I
love it.
arc read, like I arc read for 3 or 4 of my friends, and I put it on the Alexa on the day of their release to make sure they're getting it. Just because I arc read it, I shouldn't give them the page reads. I know what the background or the back of the house looks like. So I'm gonna make sure you get your reads.
I
I
gotta go
understand a lot
back
more.
and do that for about maybe I'm gonna do that and go back this weekend and do those books because even though they're on my story graph, but they're not on my Goodreads. So I'm gonna go back and put those 10 books on my good. Thank you, Cassie. Look at you.
Because even on days where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be home, I guess the people in my apartment complex gonna hear these books. So somebody gonna listen. So um, I had a lot of authors support me when I was just a book talker. I've had great relationships. I've built those relationships. So I want to support. Just because I don't read anymore doesn't mean they don't still deserve that. Because I would have read them if I wasn't writing.
Okay.
I
I like
still
it.
I still buy books. I used to be a trophy only, like all my
I'm
books.
very much a trophy girl.
So because I'm frugal. Even if I got it, I'm still gonna be frugal because I don't want to buy a book and then I don't like it, and then it's just sitting there. So I do that with food. I do that with clothing. I do with everything in my life. So all of I had to. I was like, okay, well, let me still show up. I'll buy a book box even if I haven't read it. So I just want to always support because it is hard out here.
Listen, what's the song? What's the song? It's hard out here for a pimp.
Because the thing is, like, I know exactly what it comes down when it comes to page reads. I know what it are, just the royalties are and all that. So I'm like, here you go, take my monies.
I listen, and you know I be buying books. I listen. I can't. I'm not to buy another book, but I am gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy. I got a couple more book boxes to buy.
I know my fiance's like, you realize we have a small apartment, right? I'm like, I don't want to hear all that. I'm saving up for when I get my she shed. Like, don't play with me.
And you don't need a very big. She said,
Mm-mm. No, I want an office outside where I can focus and not have to hear the kids running around. Because it's summertime. I'm a stay-at-home mom. These kids looking at me, I'm looking at them. They want to go down to the pool. I want to write, so we have to come up with a compromise.
"Okay, that's fair. That's fair." All right. What's one thing you'll always include in your books?
Um, I will always include some type of representation.
Okay.
When it came to in my rhythm, it was autism representation. I mean, even in colliding, but that wasn't the focal point, even though it kind of was. Um, in colliding, it was you can still be loved after you have children, because so many women, hell, my own uncle told me after I had Maya that it would be hard for me to find a man that would want me, like I was ruined goods. And that it didn't stick with me because I knew that wasn't true because I see it all the time, women finding love. But I wanted to be like, hey, here you go. Doesn't matter if you're divorced, you've been in a situation that's not savory. You are worthy of love always and forever. Never to settle. Um, that you don't have to be or to make yourself small for a man. Because I have a man who does not let me be small. If he hears me saying something bad about myself, he's quick to, hey, that's not it. He said, you can say whatever you want to say about these people in the streets, but you will not talk badly about yourself in my presence. So it is out there. And to always want what you deserve. I don't care what people tell you, what society tells you. You are worthy of the love that you deserve, not the worthy of the love that is being thrown at you. Because there were many years that I will admit I did not love myself, so I was accepting anyone who made me laugh, who gave me an ounce of attention.
Right.
I had to quickly get that shit in check because that was not it, and I wasn't loving myself. And then I met a man who didn't want certain things from me from the jump. Right. He didn't love bomb me. He made sure he knew he dated me with intention. He respected me as a human being and then a woman. So I want that for everyone, and I will always include that in my books. I don't care if you walk in with a limp and this, like, don't think just because there's something wrong with you that you are not worthy of someone who loves you wholeheartedly.
Right.
I have a tattoo on my arm that says "you're whole" or You are still whole no matter what phase you're in, and it's phases of the moon. Because there are
Wow.
times that you may not feel like you are that bitch, but doesn't mean that you don't deserve that bitch mentality.
Preach.
So I will
Preach.
always make sure the man and the woman are loved the way that they should be. Because a lot of times, these women in these books, sometimes I'd be looking at them like, these men deserve a little bit more than that.
Just because you Queen Sheba, don't mean that he can't be King Edward.
Exactly. It has to be a balance. Like both parties need to be loved the way they deserve.
Right.
And I support women's rights and their wrongs, but still, there is a too wrong of a thing.
Okay, so what three things do you need in order to write?
I need my headphones playing music. Usually, the theme I'm going for doesn't have to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
I need to have my water, and I have to have some type of snack within arm's reach. Even if I don't want it, I have to be like, okay, you deserve a little treat. You got 2,000 words down today. There you go. Because I'm a foodie. I love eating new things. Um, I gotta keep my water intake because that's important. Gotta keep your skin clear and all that and hydrated, because how can I write these great people if I'm not hydrated?
That
And
part.
then and I get over stimulated very, very easy. So I put in my headphones, and even if the house is quiet, I get overstimulated. So I still have to leave the world because reading is an escape for me. So now that I'm writing, the music is an escape.
I love that. I love, well, I love it to the point of that when you're reading, I mean, you're writing or you're reading, because I feel like that. I leave the world. I leave all this shit, excuse my language, people. I leave all this shit wherever it's at. So if I'm over here passed out behind XYZ, once I pick up that book, I've left the world. If I'm jotting down a short story or I'm doing something, creative, I leave the world. And
And
I
that,
love that.
and that doesn't mean my life is bad, but I
Right.
read to escape. I've when they used to do those accelerator reader programs, those
Yep.
AI books, I was always reading. I've always been an avid reader. My mom used to punish me by taking my books because I didn't care about the TV. I didn't care about going playing with my friends. I cared about the books.
But
And
my mother made me read. But again, I like I probably heard this before. My third grade teacher told me I couldn't read. So my mother was like, "Oh, the hell you say? Let me go
oh
find her
no,
some tutors."
I always read above my grade level, um, but I enjoyed reading. So to punish me, my mom's like, "Okay, give me that book you're reading that you're falling in love with," because like I said, my mom would take the TV away from my brother and my sister, take video games. I don't care about none of that. Give me these books. And then she'd also stop taking me to the bookstore with her because my mom's an avid reader. My mom read all of my life. Um, so we would go to the bookstore, and we didn't have a ton of money growing up. So we'd go to where you could trade books in and get new books. And then once my mom started getting more money, we went to bookstores. And she that's how we connected, because my mom and I are polar opposites when it comes to life, but when it comes to reading, that was our love, and so that's how we would bond. She bonds with my sister in a way, she bonds with my brother in a way, but that was always our thing because I'm the middle child. I always felt left out on either side because my brother and sister always showed their ass out in the street, and I was the good quiet bookworm. So that was my moment of like, hey, I'm here, let's read this book together,
Right.
or let's go explore the world.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. What would your readers be shocked to know about you? Make it shocking, Cassie, because I
Nicole,
mean, like I'm an introvert. No, we already know that.
no, I'm an open book. You People have heard it all. I mean, I'm trying to think of something they don't know. I'm a huge fantasy movie nerd. Like I love Lord of the Rings. Um, as controversial as this woman is, I loved Harry Potter. I loved um, The Hobbit. Like I loved all of that. That was always my thing. I played. I don't play anymore. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with my brother. Like I am a huge nerd. Also, Dungeons and Dragons, I was always the one making the story. So I think that's what was my role in that. But I'm a huge nerd.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that Harry Potter, those type of books was your thing because the way you write, it's more so it's been very contemporary and love. Everybody's woosah and that kind of stuff.
In my adult life, I don't do drama. So it's hard for me to kind of write drama sometimes
Hmm.
because I don't experience it. Like my fiance and I don't argue. We never raise our voice at each other. We don't do it. We walk away, and then when we both have calmed down, clear headed, we'll sit and talk.
Hmm.
So it's hard for me to like. Even when I was back in the day, I knew I would always take it too far. If
Hmm.
I ever let the crazy out, I'm going to jail, and I am petite. I'm a whopping 5'2". I'm not trying to get turned out in jail. I'm sorry.
I dead.
Mind you, I play for the teams that they want me to play for, but I would like to have a choice in the matter. I would like to get to
You
choose.
want to make that decision if I'm going to be bothered or not.
Yeah, so let me not get turned out.
Hollering. I'm so hollering right now.
I'm just saying.
Um, describe yourself in one word. What is going on?
Hmm. Loyal.
Okay.
I will do anything and everything for the people that I care about. But with that being said, the moment that it's no longer time for me to do that, I'm done. There is no fixing it, there's no rekindling it. I'm a one and done. But for the time that we are friends and the time that we are in each other's lives, I will take the shirt off my back and give it to you. No questions asked. I don't care if I got $2 to rub together. I will do what I can for the people that I love.
Okay. I like that. I like it. I like it. All right. My favorite question. If you can induct, I have two, three, maybe three. If you can induct three authors to the Hall of Fame, to the Author Hall of Fame, who would they be?
So, is this my top three, my big three?
Well, who would you induct? Because you still have dinner.
Okay. Um, I will say Mel Dow is one of those for me.
As she
When
needs to.
I when I started reading again, I fell into her catalog and did not come up for air until I didn't have anything else to read. Um, it's a really hard question because I love so many people and I think their work is so great. I
And
will
please,
say,
people, she's picking at the top of her head. So just because she didn't say your name doesn't mean that she does not
oh
want
no,
to be
if
inducted.
I hate this question. I absolutely hate it because I feel like I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Um, I love Tay Monet Down. I feel like she writes all over. Um, this is so fucking hard. I hate this
It's
question.
fine. It's fine.
I hate it. Um, I will say Natasha Rayner.
Girl, why nobody ain't inducted her yet? I don't know, but that heifer can write. Now, don't get me wrong. I love you, girl. I'm just saying, but that heifer can write. Huh?
Exactly. Like
Stop
I
playing
feel
with her.
like she writes in a way that like sucks you in. And I'm telling you, at one point I was like, I'm gonna buy all of her entire catalog. I need Stepmama season, and she does not have it available, and I know why she doesn't have it available. But my heart hurts. It
Listen,
hurts
stepdaddy season, stepmama season,
because I
them
have stepdaddy season
treacherous twins, that whole foolishness and mayhem.
karma. Like
Ugh.
I try to go with, and I would obviously bring everyone. Because there have been, like, I love T. Lynn, I love Connie Easton, I love Maya. There's so many amazing authors out there. And there's some that I'm like, okay, baby, I need you to be known. Because there are so many great authors that aren't touched on or they haven't been discovered yet. And I'm like, please, here.
Please
Read.
know this lady, because this man or this lady, because guess what? They deserve it.
Exactly. And it's just like, and then I have to, if I have to be a one woman show hyping them up so that I can continue to get these books, I'm going to, because one day they will be found. And I want to be like, hey, I'm the reason why you didn't give up on that. And I have those people for me.
Right.
When I don't feel like, okay, well, there was a time I was like, well, maybe I was just a one-hit wonder. Maybe that's all I had in me. And they're like, if you don't shut the up and keep on tippy-tapping on that computer.
That part.
I said, damn, okay. Because that was how it was in Colliding. I used to have a book club. And I was like, hey, well, you guys see that I want to write, let me give you guys a few chapters. And I had one was like, I'm gonna get on a plane from North Carolina and whoop your ass if you don't finish this book. I said, oh, okay, let me get back to writing, because I ain't having all that.
But to me, that's support.
Exactly. And I will always remember that.
Yeah, that is great support. All right, 5 authors, writers, dead or alive, that you would like to invite to dinner.
To dinner. I would love to sit down with Brandon Massey and pick his brain, because, sir, I would like to sit down with Erica Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good sapphic romance, and she writes them in a way that I have not seen. Because there's a lot of sapphic romances out there, but Black sapphic romances are far in between. They're coming around more. And I feel like the way she writes them are not gimmicky, because that is her life. I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, well, that's hot. Let me write it. And she writes it in a way that just resonates with my soul as someone a part of the community. Once again, this is a hard question because I have like 11 names. And also, my infantasia is kicking my ass right now. I'm like trying to picture people. Sean. She does not come out and talk, and I understand why. I respect her privacy. But I would love to pick her brain about the White Jesus and how she writes the connection where it doesn't feel like anyone's left out or not seen or not.
Right.
Because it is hard juggling, because it's easy to write, hey, well, I wrote this person and that connection, and then I wrote this other connection, but I don't feel like it's as strong, and I don't ever feel like that reading her books. What else do I got? I have 3.
You got 2 more.
I know. Why would you do this to me?
You got some good ones.
I will. Oh, Chanel. When I read A Timeless Love, and I was boo-hoo sobbing in my living room, and my kid said, what is this? Got me. I will always recommend her the book that made you cry, start to finish. It tore me apart. Any book with cancer in it, though, gets me. And then last one, Ashley Nicole.
Oh.
I've read her entire catalog. And before anyone says anything, Big Simi, Old Man Simi, is mine.
I have to go. Now I got to go read it.
He's like the 10th. He's like the 9th book, so you gonna have some books to get to him. But I love Ashley Nicole. Once again, not one I see super active on social media, but once I found the love that she has, because she balances, it's like on the line. Like, these men are men and they don't play around, but it's also still contemporary. So there's my 5, begrudgingly.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Um, what's something that everybody loves but you hate?
Everyone loves that I hate. I won't say everyone loves, but I know people do. And it's a twofer. Bully romances and enemies to lovers.
Really?
I can't get into it because I'm telling you right now, you've been mean to me for 95% of the book, and now I'm supposed to just swoon for you. I'm cussing you out, and I can't separate it.
I just read a good one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will take it back. Miscommunication trope. I understand fights because that's life. But why are we dragging it the whole book? Y'all
Well,
can't get together. Y'all can't be adults and sit down and talk. I'm
but
telling
they be
you, I have
angry.
stopped books that I enjoyed.
But they be angry.
It makes my ass itch, Nicole. I can't read it when it's dragged. Like, I get it. Like, there's gonna be fights. There's gonna be miscommunication. Like, I'm not crazy, but miscommunication starts on page 10 and
It's
doesn't
the
get
whole
resolved.
book.
It's the whole book. Y'all couldn't figure out nothing. Y'all hated each other, and then I got 10% to figure out that y'all really like each other and y'all are sorry. I don't do third act breakups either.
I like a third act breakup.
I can't. I can. I will do it. But I'm like, damn, y'all can't be happy for a little bit. Y'all couldn't have liked each other for a little bit.
But
But
then they come back.
I do. I guess I don't hate them. It's just not my favorite. I don't like to use the word hate. There are some things that I hate. And it's just like huge age gaps are disgusting. There was an author, I loved her work down. She wrote an age gap. I couldn't agree with it. I couldn't agree
How
with
much
how
of an age gap,
it
though?
wasn't that it was an age gap necessarily. It was the fact that he knew her when she was underage and was
Oh,
involved in her life. And then when she turned 18, they got together.
okay.
That don't sit right with me. So I was like, I'm about to shut you. That's okay. And guess what? I left it right there. Because what's not good, my cup of tea might be someone else's.
Right.
So
Now, I agree with that.
I will never bash a book just because I don't like something, unless it's just like a hard, I know this is problematic. Because at the end of the day, I'm taking food out of somebody's mouth. So I will never harshly talk about any book here on the internet unless it's just
Horrible.
problematic. And even then, I'm not going to talk about it because then people are going to wonder why. Some people read stuff
Just
just on
because
the
you don't
fact.
like it.
Yeah. Like some people, like I read books that have bad reviews just because I want to see why it was bad. And I'm like, well, then you can't say it was bad because you knew it was bad. You were warned it was bad.
Right.
That's like
I
the other
don't,
day.
I don't read, I don't, as a book reviewer, I don't read reviews.
I can understand that. Like I will see. No, even then, because I'm like my opinion on things. Because there are books that are out there that I don't like and people liked. I was it the reading wrap ups for the year last year, and before I started book talk, before I knew all the ins and outs, I gave a book a 2-star, which I don't do. I usually just rate it high or not at all. And I'm like, damn, this book has a average of 4.9. I just really didn't like it. I didn't like one part of it. And for me, if it had been in the beginning of the book, I wouldn't have finished it. But it was a hard no for me. But you didn't see me write 10 paragraphs long reviews on it. And if I would have based it off the reviews, I would be like, oh, damn, this is. So it's a give or a take.
I don't read reviews, and there's only certain people that I take book recs from, and they know who they are.
Exactly.
We talk on a consistent basis.
Like, hey,
I
what are you
don't,
reading?
I'm not, I don't, and for some of the more famous book talkers, I don't take your reviews. I don't take your recommendations. I don't.
because
I'll just go for it
everyone's
myself.
taste is different. I have
But to me, they be lying.
Did you read the book?
That's what I be saying. I was like, some of them be lying. So if if we talk consistently and you give me a book rec, like I when Britt give me that book recommendation for S.A. Cosby, Razor
Razor
Blade
Blade
Tears,
Tears.
baby, I went on and just downloaded it because I was like, okay, I trust her recommendation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's some other famous, more famous, just as famous as she is. And I know she don't like to say she famous, but okay. Um, but some other highly sought out book talkers, I don't take their recommendations.
And like I've no, I on the other side of it, I've seen some people who are close with authors that will give their books great ratings just because they know the author.
Yep.
And if it's good, it's good. But sometimes it's not, and I'm like, was it that what it is? It's hard to navigate the space of like who to take recommendations from, who's not to take recommendations from.
Right.
I just read a little bit of everything, so whatever looks good, I'm a cover. If the cover looks good, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't read a synopsis.
Right.
I'm just reading to read.
Like I had a review of someone and I just told her, I said, I really like her as a person, but that was not my favorite book by her. And I told her why. And I'm just not going to put up a review because we're friendly. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like the review was going to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Because I do find that people take some of my recommendations. Not everybody, but there's a few people that may take my recommendations. And I didn't want to sully her name like that. You
Exactly, and
know?
that's why I don't leave bad reviews because
Yeah.
just because there's a book that I don't enjoy, I I could have been in a shitty mood that day. It could be I've gone back and read books and I was like, well, damn, maybe it was just me. And sometimes it
Mhm.
is that I'm just in a bad mood. I'm just reading and I kind of force it, and then
Right.
I'm irritated. And there are books that I'm like, okay, well, I love every other book in your catalog. This one's just not for me, and that's okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
And not
Um
hit a
what
thousand percent of the time.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, not everyone hits 1,000% of the time.
Right.
Like, you can't hit every book. Not every book's gonna be a banger, myself included. It's okay.
Hell, you can have one banker and I have no more after that. And you have 50 books. You never know how it's going to hit with each person. Everybody resonates differently.
Exactly.
All right. Name something. No. What hate to see you coming?
A hunching scene. I love them. Honestly, if I could just write, and I've teetered on the idea of just writing a series of just hunching. Like there was gonna be a summer series that each book was just an erotica.
Nobody getting it.
Everybody's getting it. Because I'm not gonna say I'm vanilla in the bedroom, but that way, like things that I've thought about that I would never do. Like same thing when watching corn. I wouldn't do 95% of what I watch, but I'll write about it because it's just freeing. It's a way I can do my ball head of hoe shit in a book.
That part.
Because I'm not going to sit out here and risk my health. And I'm also in a
Mm,
committed relationship.
true.
So I'm
But
not going to be out
I
here.
ain't gonna say that I wouldn't do some of them things. I'm just gonna say I would need somebody safe to do it with.
Exactly. And it's just like a lot of these times, like in these books, y'all out here fucking raw. Where's your my chart? You
Mm-mm,
not care about your health?
that
They
part.
don't. In the books, they don't. And I'm like, damn. But then I
Yep.
have to like teeter through that because I've written books from like, do I bring this up? Does this take the reader out of the moment? I'm like, hey, let's talk about your STD status. So I'm like, I teeter that because in my rhythm, they do stuff that is teetering between BDSM. He's very dominant. But I have the conversation of like, what does she like? What is she cool with? Because I'm sorry, we just met or we are dating and you gonna put a pair of handcuffs on me? Sir, I don't know you like that. I'm calling the police.
And quickly.
So like I teeter with like consent. Like of what not like obviously it's clearly there, but I like to have it seen on page for my own. Because why are you putting that there? You don't know if I like that. You just doing shit, and then I'm done.
Exactly.
And so that has been something I enjoy doing. But yeah, a hunching scene hates to see me coming because I really enjoy them. I do. This erotica, when y'all read it, you'll be like, damn. I know I was nasty in colliding and I was nasty and in my rhythm, but this is like 5 straight chapters. Four, I'll say 4.5.
With the 6 chapters, Cassie.
It's only 6 chapters.
And they okay.
It's right here. It's right there.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you.
But once you figure out why, like the way I wrote it, there couldn't have been any more chapters. Because the little twist at the end, you're like, oh, damn, okay. So.
Well, you know, we're going to read this.
Oh, it comes out on the 7th.
That's like next week.
It is, next Monday.
I'm just saying, for the people in the back.
It's going to be there. It's going to be a good little freaky time.
I love it. Fill in the blank. Blank is life.
Reading.
And complete the sentence. My pen is
Fire.
Okay. Where do you see the CM Campbell brand in 5 years?
I'm going to be a household name. Even if I'm not on the shelves, people gonna know me. They're gonna know me. I'm gonna be on people's auto buy list. They're gonna see my book and be like, oh, I don't even know what it's about. I'm gonna pick it up.
Yep. Say it.
That's what I see for myself.
It's already been done. I don't know what
Exactly.
you're talking about.
It's already there. It's written in the stars.
That's it. That is it. All right. What advice would you give new authors?
So I have 2 pieces of advice. One is reach out to your fellow authors and ask questions.
Okay.
Because before I officially did anything, I said, hey, I have one friend or one pen sister, traditionally, or she's published. I have another sister that isn't published. And I asked them the pros and cons on both sides to see what I wanted to do. And their feedback is what chose me the path that I am on. And there's a lot of authors who want to help. They may not give you all the sauce, but they will point you in the right direction.
And they will give you something.
Exactly. Like I tell any author, I'm still new. But if I don't know, I'm going to go ask someone who does know. I had a reader reach out to me. They're like, hey, so-and-so needs help with this. Can you message her? Yeah. I don't have a problem. I don't gatekeep. If I know it, I'm going to tell you. And 2, always try to improve yourself. I know that's obviously a given. But you may think your books are hot shit, but go read it back. Because a lot of people will read their book the first time, and that's it.
Let Alexa read it to you and see how you like it.
And I had to learn that too for my first book. Because I was like, you know what? I know it's good. And I'm not saying it's not good, but there's improvement. So I made sure to do that in my rhythm. And then I was like, okay,
good though, Cassie.
Do what? It was. I think I did it.
Pat yourself on the back, baby, because you did that.
So, but the thing is, there's always room for improvement. Don't ever get too comfortable.
Yeah.
And then, I guess 3, don't write for the trends. Yes, these might be hot commodities, But if it's not something that you want to write, it's going to show. It's
Right.
going to show that it's just to be relevant.
Right.
Don't do that because that's associated to your name now.
To your brand. To your
Exactly. Like I
brand.
could go write all types of books that because I know they're hot right now, but I'm not into it, and it's going to feel forced, and you're going to read it on page because things aren't going to click. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to
Right.
flow well. So instead of putting, okay, well, she put out another book, I don't want that to ever be that the reaction to seeing one of my books.
Right.
Just, oh God, here's another one. I want it to be like, oh, there's another one. Let me go get it. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it.
Let me download. This is an automatic download.
Exactly.
All right. Ready to pop your shit a little bit?
I am.
All
As
right.
much as I can.
How many? So you have a release coming out when?
On July 7th, it's already available for pre-order on the Zon.
And it's called.
Beneath His Stetson.
I'm just saying, cause he kind of sexy.
He is. His name
He
is
sexy,
Cardero.
sexy. Um, how many projects do you think you're gonna release for the remaining part of this year?
I want to release one more. I don't do odd numbers, so by the end of the year, our fourth book will be released. I'm not sure when. I'm still currently writing, so I just started a new one. But I do have some in the back catalog that I could refresh and freshen up a little bit. But I'll save one more. I got one more in me this year.
Okay. And are you going to be at any book events this year or early next year?
Yes, I can't say which yet, but I will be at one for sure.
Okay. Y'all better be listening. And you have a newsletter, right, Cassie?
No, I do not have a
I
newsletter.
thought you
Or,
had a newsletter.
I'm still figuring it out.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
still trying to figure out all the things. But I am very active on all social media. Every move that I am making is on Threads at the very least. It will be on TikTok. I usually try to share across the board, but I am working on a newsletter. I have it together. I just have to figure out how to get it to where people can sign up.
Right. You have to put that on your website. That's a Shannon question. She didn't mind.
So yes, I guess my website is authorcmcampbell.com.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Any other shout outs that you would like to give before I pop my shit?
Um, do I want to shout out anyone? Yikes! No, I'm just kidding. So I have Pen Sisters that are coming out with book or that just released books.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Lynette. She just released The Perfect Lap.
Mm-hmm.
It is a NASCAR book. Go read it. It's good. I have Nitra Antoinette. She released a Sundays at the Salon miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
Go read it. It is about healing and womanhood, and we don't always get to read about that.
Mm-hmm.
I have Miss Naima. Please go pick up her newest release.
Woo!
It was a good time. We have Sun in the chat. Can't go wrong there. It's a good time. I know Nitra and Sun are both releasing on the 17th of July, so be looking out for their books. Who else do I got? Oh, DeAndrea. She's an amazing author. If you have not read anything by her, she just released a book called A Girl Named Jonesy.
Okay.
And she also has Changes and what is it? Pretty Girls Don't Cry.
Okay.
That was my very first read from her. Had me. I wanted a second one, but we're friends, so I can't bully her into a second one because then that would ruin the friendship. But yeah, there's me popping my ish.
Okay. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is the finale for season 1 of Pop Your Shit.
Thank you for rescheduling me.
Girl, please. You was gonna be on season one. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. Even if I had to go into July, you was gonna
Oh
we
no,
was
I
gonna
wouldn't
get
have
me.
made you do that.
No, we were gonna get you in here. I didn't care. But this is the end of season one. I'm super duper excited. I didn't think that this was going to be possible for me, but I did it.
You did.
And who better to have as my finale guest than CM Campbell?
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you for coming on. All uh, all of the podcasts live will be on YouTube. So I have maybe five or six more to put up. Four of them will be on tonight. Like Sun will be up tonight, and BB Reed, I just put her up. Sylvester Barzy is up. Monique Good is up. I have Aria Days to go up. Um, D. Lewis and you. So those will be up between tonight and tomorrow. So season one will be done. Season two will begin on Sunday, September 21st. Sign-ups for Pop Your Shit podcast will be announced in August. I'm proud of myself.
I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
Because
I'm
I've
proud
been
of
following you
myself.
since I came and you were still wearing the church hats. I said, that's how I associated with you. I was like, every time I saw you, you had a church hat on. And I said, oh, I like it.
So yes, I'm gonna have to bring the church hats back out. I haven't had on a hat in a while, but I've read some good books. I've been reading. I just haven't done any reviews. Um, so make sure that you're following. Where's my notebook? I'm sorry. Make sure that you're following business I support if that's okay with you. Storm will still be podcasting. She has a lot of things going on that is good for this book community. So make sure that you're following her for all those news announcements. Make sure you're following her Substack because she gets really good historical fact regarding literature, her thoughts and opinions on certain topics. It's really a really good in-depth perspective. So make sure you check that out. Follow her on YouTube. You see all her podcasts there. The literary DFW, Shannon. Shannon does everything. Shannon did my website. Um, she does everything. She does author merch, everything. I spend a night with a book box. Y'all get that book box. That book box is everything.
I have it. I got it. And I loved it. I got the old, the everything. And I said,
You
oh,
got the hunch clutch.
I got the hunch clutch.
The Urban Tea Room. Make sure you guys are following Natalie. She turns your book into tea, I mean, your teas into characters. The teas are super duper good. She has over 150 blends. Make sure that you're following Natalie. If you're looking for sweets, eat sweets. Erica, when I tell you, listen, the girl can bake her ass off.
You can. I don't ever hide anything from my kids. Those were hidden.
Yes. And my son was trying to eat about my toffee snickerdoodle cookies. Get away, sir.
Nope.
The cake jars are amazing. So all the links that are all the businesses that I'm talking about, the links are in the bio. Mark by Ty Lee. If you're looking for a good editor, Mark by Ty Lee is absolutely fabulous. She does excellent work. So make sure that you're following Ty Lee, and if you're in need of her services, that you hook up with her. I think you can go via her website is MAR apostrophe D by Tylee, TYLEE. If you're looking for a book club, a good book club, a fabulous book club that don't be about the bullshit. They are right now sprinting, reading a book all together with the author. That's something.
Yes.
That is something to do. And the author is getting reactions in real time. The books we love to discuss book club. Bianca, Charmy, Darrell, Jazz, Candace, Tylen, aka Daybug, because y'all may not know her by Tylen. Latoya. They're all fabulous women in the group that's with them.
Seriously.
Sharice Carr, all of them. So make sure that you're following them. As you guys know, I have a PR company. I will be doing some work on my PR company so that I can come at you like, here I come. So things are going to be happening. I'm going to be working diligently this summer on that. Um, Book events that I will be attending. I will be attending the Boozy Book Tour Chicago. Super duper excited about that. We just had a conversation about what we eating.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to eat, and I'm going early. So I don't know what Storm got planned to do, but guess what? I'm going to eat, and she gonna take me.
exactly. Why
Okay,
she
me
gonna
and
invite
Shannon
you?
will be there early. The Boozy Book Tour Las Vegas. That's going to be a time. That's the Pajama Jam. That's 3 nights, February 27th through March 1st. A time will be had. Um, Author Shelly P. I will be hosting her event, the Cali Author Converse Book Converse and Denim Takeover. October, not October. April 24th and 25th. I'm super duper excited about that. That will be my first hosting gig. Oh, also for Chicago and Las Vegas, I will be podcasting live. So just know me and my tripod will be there.
Okay.
Um, my own event. I am doing an event. Uh, it's a Napa Book and Wine Tour. Details will be coming in September, but it will be 3 days of pure wine tasting, touring, and games and eating. We're gonna do all of those things, and it's gonna be a time. So be on the lookout for more information regarding that. I just want to say, give some special shout outs, some special thank yous. Cassie, Kingnificent, Micah, the books we love to discuss, girls. Bianca, Candace, um, Jazz, Charmy, Darrell, Latoya, Cassandra, Daybug. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Sister Harlem. I haven't gotten to you yet, man. So I'm coming. I'm coming around the mountain. Um, I want to say thank you to, I mean, because without them, I would not be here. The support that they've given me to step out is unmatched. I love those girls. Make sure that if you support them, that you go and support them. I'm trying not to cry because I feel like I'm about to cry.
The thing is,
Um,
you deserve it though, because you do so much. Like you always talk up Storm and Shannon and everyone, but you are doing the damn thing,
I
Nicole. Like
appreciate
seriously
you.
and
I
truly,
appreciate you. I
you
appreciate you.
you speak peace or love into everyone that you come across. You get them
Thank you.
together.
I'm trying not to cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm a
I'm not gonna
thug.
make you
I'm a
cry.
thug. I'm a
I'm
thug.
just saying you are deserving of everything that you have worked so hard for.
Thank
And
you.
you give out that love tenfold. So don't let anyone, we've had conversations about this. I'm not going to bring it up right now. You are it. You are that girl.
Thank
So
you.
just remember that.
Also, I would like to thank Storm, Shannon, Tylee. Them is my girls. Let me tell you something. When I be going through, if I'm having issues and challenges and I need to vent, I can always send a text. I can always call. Somebody gonna answer my phone call and they gonna help me talk it through. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all down. Cassie, Natalie, Sister Harlem, Erica, uh, Whitney,
Britt,
Britt,
Latoya,
Erica,
we got so many.
Jess, um, Bree, Alicia,
There's so many of us.
Coco, Tasha,
Cold.
Javelle, my child Cole. I love y'all down. Micah, the authors, Masterpiece, Esteban, just the life that they've talked into me. Darlene C. When I tell you Darlene Cunningham talked so much life into me, I mean, I'll be so full, so full. So, if I forgot to mention you, you're here. I appreciate all of you, Tasha, Trisha, just Sasha. It's so many people. I just thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. And without before we leave here, I cannot leave this broadcast and not say thank you to A. Lewis. I cannot leave this broadcast without saying thank you so much to A. Lewis. Thank you so much, Shelly P, for believing in me, for giving me gifts in the form of um, advice, in the form of little tidbits of things I can do better. Thank you for just listening to me. Thank you for just being on the phone with me. I appreciate that so much. I know I'm forgetting people, but I'm so sorry. Oh, E. Bowser. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but thank you for talking me into doing this. Because I mentioned it to her first before I've talked to anybody, and she told me to, girl, do it. You can do it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just talking, I think, and look where I'm at. Um, Thank you, E. Bowser. Thank you, Jatoria, for entrusting me with arcs and advice.
You want to know what the common denominator in that scenario is?
Was
You
oh Lord,
bring
don't be trying to
all.
have me cry.
I'm saying, but you bring all of these people. You keep naming all these people, but they're drawn to you. It's your infectious nature. You are your jokes. Though I'm here for the laugh more than I am the jokes. Um, I mean it. Like I don't just talk life into anybody. You really and truly are the light in so many of our lives. We go to you and say, "Hey, Nicole," even if we know that like you may not have time, you always try to get back to us. You have built this, like everyone says, I built my FYP pay or brick by brick. You have built everyone in your life brick by brick. You don't play no shit. You ride hard for the people that ride for you. So of course we're gonna want to be here for you. It's you that brings everyone around. You are the glue that holds everyone together.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I receive it. I receive it. It's hard
But
for me to receive stuff, but I appreciate that.
I need the jokes again. I need to see you laugh harder than the jokes, but I need to see it.
I'll be back with some jokes. I promise. I'll be back with some jokes. Now, some of y'all don't be laughing, but it'd be funny to me because I don't be giving a damn. But
No, as soon as I see, I know how funny it is. As soon as that chair jumps back, I said, "Oh, she is tickled pink right now. This joke is gone."
I got a new chair, so this was the arm that fell off. So we get a new chair. So I do appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to my family that support me, my sisters, my son, my daughter, my grandbaby, London. I love you to death. So thank you. Y'all, I act like this on an award, but no, I just want you guys to know how appreciative I am of you guys. And I don't take anything lightly. So I do appreciate y'all. And I'm out of here. Season 1 is officially wrapped.
Thank you so much for having me. I really had a good time.
You're welcome.
Bye.
I'll be on somebody live. I don't know who live I'm going to be on, but I'll probably be Shannon. So
We'll see you around.
see you around. Happy reading, y'all.